don't jackpot, more they go.
Wait first.
Big way, 5 days, 10 days. I don't wait for you, my charge. For you, my charge. You want the phone? No case. I no go talk. Cafe for you, my charge. For you, my charge. Take me everywhere you want to go. Tell me everything I want to go. No lie. Yeah, run am anywhere you want to run. Shake am, baby girl you fire pass it on. No doubt. Kilo come, I get one. What's fun?
Hello and welcome to another episode of Trending Issues on Vanguard Live. And of course, we roll the highlights and we have hashtag Dele Ali, hashtag Leah Sharibu, and also on the stories on Instagram we have a man who raped 4-year-old Chloe sentenced to jail, and also COVID-19 saves lawyer from marrying a secretly married man, as well as music executive and producer Osi Achieva says marriage is a setup. We're going to go on a very short break, and when we come back, we'll discuss further on this highlight. We'll be right back.
You don't jackpot, more they go.
Wait first.
Big way, 5 days, 10 days. I don't wait for you, my charge. For you, my charge. You want the phone? No case. I no go talk. Cafe for you, my charge. For you, my charge. Take me everywhere you want to go. Tell me everything I want to go. No lie. Yeah, run am anywhere you want to run. Shake am, baby girl you fire pass it on. No doubt. Kilo come, I get one. What's fun?
And if you're just joining, is of course Trending Issues on Vanguard Live. My name is Precious Chukudi. Alright, let's move straight to what's trending on social media. So I talked about, I mentioned Dele Ali as well as Leah Sharibu, and also the man who raped 4-year-old Chloe, sentenced to jail, as well as COVID-19 saves lawyer from marrying a secretly married man. And executive music boss Osi Achieva says marriage is a setup. So let's just move to Dele Ali. And why is Dele Ali trending on social media? We'll take this one. Okay, Dele Ali was held at knife point and punched after robbers broke into his home on Wednesday morning. And on Twitter, people took out their time to console the Tottenham star. And this is from Last Word on Sport, and he says, our thoughts are with the Tottenham Hotspur midfielder Dele Alli and others who was held at knife point and suffered a minor facial injury from a punch after robbers burst into home. Such an awful ordeal to have to go through, and we are all thinking of you right now. Hashtag THFC. And this is from Football Bible. It says Dele Alli was held at knife point during a robbery at his home earlier today. He suffered a minor facial injury after one of the robbers punched him in the face. They left Dele's house with jewelries and watches. That's from Football Bible. And away from Dele Alli, we move straight to Leah Sharibu. Leah Sharibu, 3 years after now, she's still in the captivities with Boko Haram terrorists. And, she's 17 today. And we're going to take what some persons are saying on Twitter as regard this. And this is from Akinola Akinyo. And he says, never to be forgotten. Happy birthday, Leah Sharibu. She's 17 today. And this one is from Lifeway Radio, and they're also saying to one of the strongest girls ever, never to be forgotten. Happy birthday, Leah Sharibu. Today makes it 815 days in custody and also her 17th year birthday. And a couple of people are holding like vigils for Leah Sharibu today online. So if you're interested, you can equally join the vigil they are holding on her behalf. And she's one of the Dapchi schoolgirls that is remaining and is also still with the Boko Haram terrorists. And we'll take this one from Nefertiti, and she says, happy 17th birthday, Leah Sharibu. You have been in captivity for time immemorial, held by the deadly Boko Haram against your will for no reason more than your faith, Christianity. And no parent should have to miss a daughter this way. Yes, I agree with that. We hope that the right authorities will, help in releasing Leah Sharibu from the hands of the terrorists. And away from Leah Sharibu, we move to a man who raped a 4-year-old. If you remember, this was trending a while back, and people were talking about how it was pretty sad for a grown-up man to rape a 4-year-old child. That's really bad. Well, it turns out that he's been sentenced to 14 years in jail. And let me take some of the highlights of the points in the story. And the story is of Chloe and how she was raped through her vagina and anus and was made to go viral when the actress Rita Dominic took to Instagram to write about it. And also, there are reports on how they're trying to silence the mother of the child not to report the case, and then people on social media saw the case and started to retweet hashtag justice for Chloe, and then it became viral, and then the right authorities jumped on it, and now the culprit has been sentenced to 14 years in jail. And Rita, that's the mother of Chloe, faced lots of challenges while pursuing the case, from the police prosecutor to that's Mr. John I, who refused to tender all the evidences in court. And she also added that the victim's mother has been frustrated by the Nigerian police FCT command, and has also and the FCT command has also handled the matter. And away from Chloe, moving on to this one of how COVID-19 has sort of helped a lawyer from getting married to a secretly married man. Talking about what men can do. Well, it turns out that COVID-19 too has done something really good for this lawyer. And so this is from Chocolate Empire podcast, and she says, thank God for COVID-19. A friend's wedding was meant to be on the 28th of April. Because of COVID-19, it didn't hold. Fast forward to yesterday, she picked up his phone. It was the man's kids outside the country. Mind you, he said he's based in Lagos and travels to get goods. It's a lie. Oga stays abroad and is married to a white woman who only came back to see his sick mom in December. How did they meet? They met online, and he wanted to marry her because she was a lawyer. So men, Well, let's take some people's comments on this one. And this is from Somaga. She says, COVID-19 is low-key a blessing in disguise to some people. Well, speaking about this lawyer, it's a blessing in disguise because she would have been married, by now. But thankfully, she's not. This is from Tommy Content, and he says he wanted to marry her, and your friend too wanted to marry him. So it's a vice versa situation. This is from Muji Boy, and he says he wanted to marry her because she's a lawyer. Is there anything extra special about being a lawyer? Well, we don't know really, but maybe he's looking for other means too. And this is from Logorio Defined, and the person says so happy for her. Lesson: you don't need the man, he needs you. Remember that, which means that because she's a lawyer, the man needs her. Well, we're going to a very, very interesting one, and this one is from OC Achiever. If you know him, they call him the OC Achiever guy, also OC Achiever. And then he has something that people are not agreeing to. How do you say marriage is a setup? Like, how do you ever say that? Marriage has been from time immemorial, and you're saying it is a setup. Well, it turns out that OC Achiever puts this on his Instagram, and he says, as a man, if you're not married, remain single. Have kids you can train very well and enjoy your life. Marriage be like setup. I don't agree, and I know there are a lot of people who do not agree as well. Like, we can't be having baby mamas all over the place. I mean, if you're not ready to get married, then don't put someone in that situation of where they have to be raising different kids and all that. You're not future that has no future. Come on. Okay, so we'll take some people's view to it and what they think about their responses as well. And this one is from Kunle Rio, and he says marriage is not a scary thing. It's just about marrying the right person. Nobody said it will be easy, and even life itself has its challenges. I have witnessed many happy homes. Exactly. Some of us have people who have been married for ages and they're doing well. Like, it's not all that bad. So marriage is not a setup. You just need to know what you're going in there for. And then this is from Andy Blaze, and he says don't come here to say marriage be like setup to spoil the heart of those yet to be married. Do what works for you. Don't shove your perception down people's throats. And yes, that's a very important one. If you feel like it's a setup, that's your personal opinion, but there are a lot of people who want to get married and who want to be happy, who want to raise kids in a home filled with love and all of that. Don't come and tell them that marriage is not worth it. And this one is from I am Michael King, and he says dear single men, don't listen to him. Marriage sweet. I'm sure this is a married man. I mean, it's sweet. You say, how they say love is sweet. When money enter, love is sweeter. That's how marriage is. When marriage is sweet, when love is there. So if you find the right person that you want to spend the rest of your life with, run along with it. And if you decide that you don't want to get married as well, good for you. Different strokes for different folks. Alright, so you can equally catch up on all our trending gist on our social media pages showing across your screen. Remember to equally like, share and subscribe, as well as follow us on our website www.vanguardliveTV.com. And then that is what we call it a wrap for today's trending issues. And remember to stay safe, stay clean, stay hydrated. I am Precious Chukudi. Till I come away next time, it's bye for now.
You don't jackpot, more they go.
Wait first.
Big way, 5 days, 10 days. I don't wait for you, my charge. For you, my charge. You want the phone? No case. I no go talk. Can't pay for you, my charge. For you, my charge. Take me everywhere you want to go. Tell me everything I want to know. No lies. No lie. Yeah, run on anyhow you want to run. Check out, baby girl, you fire past no doubt. Kill up, I get you on.